Welcome to All About Germany. Today we ask, 5 traditions Americans believe are German, and the truth behind them. Many people abroad connect Germany with certain customs and traditions, but not everything they believe is true. Especially in the United States, a number of so-called German traditions have developed that most Germans themselves hardly know. In this video, we will take a closer look at 5 of these myths, with historical background and explanations about how they really came to be. The Christmas pickle. In America, many families hang a glass pickle on their Christmas tree. The child who finds it first is supposed to receive an extra gift or good luck for the coming year. The explanation often given is, this is an old German tradition. But in Germany itself, almost nobody has ever heard of it. The story likely goes back to the glassblowers of Lauscha in Thuringia, who in 1847 produced the first hand-blown glass Christmas ornaments. From the 1890s onward, the American department store chain F.W. Woolworth began importing huge quantities of these ornaments from Lauscha. To increase sales, shopkeepers promoted the idea of the German Christmas pickle. Today, towns like Berrien Springs, Michigan, even celebrate an annual Christmas pickle festival. But in Germany, the custom is virtually unknown. It is an American invention, not a German one. Oktoberfest everywhere. Ask an American about German traditions, and many will think of Oktoberfest, with beer steins, pretzels, dirndls, and lederhosen. The truth. The original Oktoberfest is a Munich event, first held in 1810 to celebrate the wedding of Crown Prince Ludwig of Bavaria and Princess Therese of Saxony-Hildburghausen. The festivities took place on a meadow outside the city walls, later named the Theresienwiese, in honor of the bride. Over the years, the Oktoberfest grew into a major folk festival. Today, it attracts more than 6 million visitors each year, but it remains a Bavarian tradition. In Hamburg or Berlin, people may visit small Oktoberfest-style events, but lederhosen and dirndls are not part of everyday life. The daily beer stein. Another image often seen abroad is the German sitting daily with a 1-liter beer mug at the local pub. It is true that Germany has a proud beer culture. The Reinheitsgebot of 1516, the Bavarian purity law, allowed beer to be brewed only from water, barley, and hops. This helped establish beer as a staple of German culture and gave rise to the variety we see today. But the famous Maßkrug, the 1-liter stein, is almost exclusively Bavarian. In many other regions, wine is more important. The Rheingau and Moselle valleys are famous for Riesling. In Hesse, the traditional drink is apple wine, served in a patterned glass called a Geripptes. So while beer is indeed beloved, the daily Maßkrug is a stereotype, not a nationwide reality. Sauerkraut with every meal. Americans often link Germany to 2 foods, sausages and sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is indeed a very old dish. References to fermented cabbage in German lands date back to the 16th century. Because it keeps for months, it was vital during long winters. It was also taken on long sea voyages, for example. Captain James Cook used sauerkraut in the 18th century to protect his crew against scurvy, thanks to its vitamin C content. German immigrants carried sauerkraut recipes to the United States in the 19th century, where it became part of dishes such as hot dogs. But in modern Germany, sauerkraut is eaten only occasionally, usually in winter, and traditionally with pork. It is not an everyday food and certainly not as universal as often imagined. Schuhplattler dancing. At many German festivals in the United States, men in lederhosen perform the Schuhplattler, a lively dance involving clapping hands, thighs, and shoe soles. This dance is authentic, but it is a regional folk tradition from Bavaria and Tyrol. The earliest written descriptions date back to the 11th century, when young men performed it as a courtship dance to impress women. Today, Schuhplattler groups preserve the tradition, especially in the Alpine regions. But most Germans, especially in the north or west, have never danced it, and many have never even seen it performed live. It is therefore inaccurate to present Schuhplattler as a German tradition. It is a colorful piece of Bavarian culture, but not part of the national identity. These examples show how quickly images and clichés can spread. What is often seen abroad as typically German is sometimes only a regional custom, and sometimes not German at all. Such myths are fascinating because they reveal how cultures view one another. Stories like the Christmas pickle or the daily beer stein say more about American imagination than about actual German life. If you want to learn more about the real background of German culture and history, subscribe to All About Germany and join us on this journey through the past and present.